Hey, hey, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me out there
I can
on,
hear you.
well, not you, silly. I'm sorry. I meant on YouTube and on Facebook. Can you hear me? Let me check. Can you hear me? Do, do, do. I really liked that too. I might start doing that here, Holly, where we all muted ourselves until we talked. That really seemed to work well.
We do that at work. It helped.
Okay.
It helped a lot.
All right. Well, yes. Thank you, Lindsay, for letting me know you can hear me on YouTube. I'm not going to check Facebook. We were usually okay there. All right. Well, then, let me get this going. Somebody's got a little echo, but that's okay. Okay. So then, happy Wine Wednesday, everyone. Oh, I just froze, didn't I? Happy Wine Wednesday, everyone. Sorry we're running a little late. Had a volleyball game to go to for the daughter, but glad to be here. Glad you're here. And we titled this, actually, first of all, sipping on something different today. I was in a sweet mood, so I got the Riesling out, and it's tasting mighty fine. I don't usually drink the sweets, but today was the day. So we're on a little white. Let me know what you're drinking in the comments, even if it's grape juice. And we just hope that your week has been fabulous. Hopefully, most of you made it to the Seahorse and Pipefish and the Women in Reefing events at MACNA 2020 online. If you didn't, I was lovely enough to tape them for us. Uh-oh, looks like my coins are going in the wrong direction. Ignore the coins, folks. But anyways, we're rushing to get this done. So I've already got a couple of people in the room with me. I do want to talk a little bit, cover what was covered at MACNA. I've got a little clip of one of the speakers to show you. And then, it's open chat this week. Just basically whatever we want to talk about, we can. So welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing this week, first of all? My joiners. Holly, how are you doing this week?
Doing great. One of my babies ate a whole frozen rice egg for the first time today.
Hey, great.
They're eating the frozen now. Not completely. I'm still feeding them the live food, but they are eating it.
Nice. That is awesome. Well, we're going to have to focus in on that at some point and tell us what you did to make it happen. Nicole,
I gave them a
oh,
dish, believe it or not.
you gave him what?
I gave them a dish like the adults have.
No
I
kidding.
put a clamshell in there and I put the frozen food in it and they went for it.
You just never know. I've never heard of that happening or working, but hey, hats
No,
off.
I just figured out, well, they preferred to eat it off the ground. I'm always vacuuming it up. And I'm like, why don't I just put it in one place and then it'll be easier to vacuum?
No, not only is that smart, and a lot of people do use a dish for that reason, but that's really extremely interesting because that makes me wonder. We talk so much about how you need to remove the food within so long, and that would be the same in a dish, but maybe the ground is just like in my big seahorses tank. If they go after a piece of mysis that's like caught in algae or something, they'll pass
Uh,
it up, So who knows? Biofilm or something. Well, good to know you got one eating, them eating. Nicole, how are you doing this week?
Doing fine, thank you. How's
Anything
everybody else?
anything new?
No, we just got home from a vacation and the kids have been taking care of my baby seahorses for me, but all of the baby brine shrimp I just, checked and they're all dead. So I'm like kind of in a panic.
The
But
brine
I
shrimp or
literally
the
just got home like an hour ago. Yeah, they're all dead.
how old
So
are how old are they?
the babies are okay. So I'm trying to get them some saved and see what happens. But
Sure. Sure. So I know you said you just got home an hour ago, but your focus right now is trying to set up, clean it, set up new brine shrimp, and you should have some within a day, right?
exactly.
Right. And how old are the fry?
Mysis and hoping for the best. They're almost 7 weeks old, so like if they're hungry, they'll take it.
I'm in,
So
I'm so much in agreement with you. It might be a blessing in disguise. You never know. I know that's not a blessing in disguise, but I'm just
no, and
saying.
there were they did the kids did I trained them before I left, and they did do a water change for me 2 days ago. The tank is looking pretty nasty right now, but I just took them out and put them in some fresh water, and I'll clean the whole, not fresh water, but fresh salt water.
Right.
And I'll do a cleaning tomorrow, and in the meantime, they're like a 1 gallon pitcher. They should be fine. They're not huge yet, so there's only 3 of them, and I'm just adding some shaved mysis and hoping for the best.
Well, please let us know how it goes. I mean, you're right. If one takes it, they all will, and then it'll work.
Like blessing in disguise. Maybe they'll just decide they're starving.
Absolutely, because you've done such a great job. I understand it's so hard to go on vacation. We've done that topic so many times because it's so hard. It's
well, it was 3 nights and for a long time, and I had no idea I was going to have babies at this point. So
right. Was the vacation great?
Yeah, it was good. It was Vegas. It was a different experience than I've been there, but the other times that I've been there, because it's masks everywhere. There's no bars open. It's a little different, but yeah, no, it was nice. We got to see the Grand Canyon, so that was cool.
Very cool. I'll tell you, I don't mean to be preferential or whatnot, but my favorite MACNA was at Vegas, and we didn't have the masks. But I mean, they had some masks, but not the face ones.
Yeah, no, it was different, but it was nice. Quick little getaway. Back at home, kind of happy to be home. I had anxiety the whole time I was gone. I'm like, if only I had known I was going to have babies, I probably wouldn't have planned it. Honestly. Right.
I feel you, but I'm glad you had a quick getaway, and I'm crossing fingers, sending good vibes, and I bet things will work out. That's where I'm going to leave it at. And Marina,
thank you.
No problem. Marina, how are you doing this week?
Good. Yeah. The Seahorse and Pipefish chat was really awesome.
I saw that you were there, and I was so glad. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm really seriously hoping. We talked a lot at like the Saturday night and after the Sunday day thing. We talked a lot about trying to extend MACNA in the future. Like everybody that goes to MACNA usually misses the in-person, getting to know people, making connections, getting to talk endlessly and not be confined by both of our events got cut off because they got so long, because people like to do this kind of thing and chat like we're doing here. So they were talking very seriously about finding some sort of hybrid model where everyone who wants to come can, but then maybe people out of the US or whatnot could join virtually. So fingers crossed. It's a lot to do, but hopefully they will. Are you personally okay this week? Everything good with you, with your tanks, everything? I know you had heartbreak happen recently, so.
Yeah, so I am down to the 1 seahorse in that tank, and we still don't really know exactly what's happened. We're assuming it's some sort of bacterial infection.
Right.
But yeah, I'm hoping she's okay. She's got a mirror for now to keep her sort of a little bit company. She's in with the coral goby, except he doesn't really care about her. He's not interested in hanging out. But yeah, so hopefully she's okay.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm going to send off an ICP test once I can get to in a couple weeks when we're out of stage 4 in Melbourne, and I can get to my one of my local fish shops, so I can get an ICP test to send off.
Very good.
See if there's any sort of contaminant or anything else that's contributed to it.
Sure. And I know that you actually were in the Seahorse and Pipefish get together and heard Felicia's speech, which I'm going to do a little clip of here in a second, guys. But she actually just messaged me. That was the ding you guys heard, and said that her webcam that she got just to come on Wine Wednesday will be arriving this week. And so fingers crossed, pending and nothing else, she'll be here next week. And she's really good with, with helping through diseases, just as Dan is, but it'll just be nice to have her aboard. So you could, I know we got cut off during the event. You could maybe ask her more questions one-on-one, because there was a lot of people talking. So, but I think you're doing everything right. We talked last week, and I'm glad to hear the 1 is still doing well. And are you personally doing okay?
Yeah.
Good. And I'm just, again, so glad you came. We'll come back to you, I promise. But Ray, real quick, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Other than I need a new spine, but they can put a man on the moon, but they can't rebuild my spine for me.
Right. I'm sorry.
That's part of life. When you get older, some of us don't have golden years.
Well, you know what? We appreciate that you still are still sharing the Seahorse love, and we always, I personally always am saying prayers that you'll be doing okay and be better and etc. So I hate hearing that it's not going great, but
Well, the way I look at it, I'm
yeah.
doing better than a lot of other people.
Great attitude. Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right on perfect with that one. It's a great way to look. I tell my kids and my older kid all the time, stop complaining. You have no idea. It could be so much worse, but I feel you.
I'm still on the right side of the ground level.
What was it?
I'm still on the right side of ground level.
There we go. There you go. I'm so glad to hear it. Anything new with your seahorses or everything pretty much the same?
Oh, the same.
Gotcha. Okay, well, Dan, I was just going to ask Dan how he was doing, but uh-oh, what happened? Did I lose everybody? Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fun times, everybody. I know if I stop the stream, everything will get stopped. So hang on just a second. Sorry. Room unavailable. Okay. I think I know what happened. One moment, please, everyone. So sorry for the problem. I think when Dan left, he cut off the room. So just a second. Let me try to get back into the room. If not, I'm at least going to play the darn clip. Hang on just a second. Come on, baby. Come on. Unavailable. All right, let me try going through Seahorse versus group. Oh, boy. They're probably sitting in the room saying, what the heck just happened? Sorry. Trying. It's not going. Go here. Rooms. Sorry, guys. One more second. You're getting to see my lovely Facebook screen. Yay. Okay, where is the room? Oh my gosh, did he delete it? Okay. Oh, fun. Okay. Okay. Let me see what just happened. I'm not sure. Yep, I know. Okay, everybody's messaging me saying that the room doesn't exist. So, only thing I can think to do, guys, is while we're online is make a new room. Sorry. I don't know what happened. Dan left and all of a sudden it went to poo. So, you can watch me make the room. Yay. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Okay. Anyone who's watching who is trying to get back into the room, I'm going to have to create another one. I don't know what happened. Very sorry. But what I'm going to do while I try to take care of this offline very quickly so that we don't end the stream and get to your questions, I see you all commenting, is that I'm going to play the clip of Felicia, just a little bit of her speech. It was much better, much longer, but just to give you a little taste of what you missed if you weren't at the Seahorse and Pipefish get together. And then we'll talk more as soon as I get everyone back in here. So, all right, let me do that first. Let's see. Okay, so that could take a second too. Hang on 1 minute, guys. Sorry. Okay, I'm not cutting you off. I'm just adding the video here so that you guys can watch that while I fix this. So 1 second. I'm still with you. Still with you. Let's see. I think that's it. Sorry, everyone. Apologies. Hang out for just a second. We'll be there in just a second. That was not it. Okay. 1 more second. I keep saying it. We're going to get to the people back. I promise you. Okay. I'm just going to try window capture. There we go. We'll do that. And then if I open this up, then we should be able to see the Felicia fun. Sorry, guys. You know, sometimes stuff happens. All right. My poor computer's like, what are you doing to me? Please stop. And then I'm going to go create the room and get you all back in here. Here we go. Here we go. All right, last play of the little intro, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. I've messaged Paul and Tammy, so they'll be here. I know they will. Okay. Okay, here we go. Getting there, guys. Getting there. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying here. Okay. I know nobody can get into the room. I'm trying to fix it. I don't know what happened when I think maybe Dan started the room, and then when he started it, and then left. I'm not really sure. I didn't start it today, but I'm doing my best to get this working. I know if I stop the video, that's going to screw everything up even worse. So just trying to get this done here. Man, lovely, lovely times. Sorry, everyone. Jeez, crap. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. There it is. I found it. Sorry. Oh, what a lovely, lovely Wine Wednesday. So sorry, everyone. Here we go. Getting my little clip going here. Maybe. Jeez, oh man. All right. And let's see. Okay, now tell me if you guys can see and hear this. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. I've messaged Paul and Tammy, so they'll be here. I know they will. Not hearing it. Welcome, everybody, to the Seahorse and Pipefish get-together at MACNA 2020 Online. Woo! My first speaker tonight is Felicia Mccully. Felicia's specialties include brain husbandry, seahorses, taxonomy, identification. I guess I'm just going to try to fix this, guys, because I don't know what else to do. So sorry. Photography, aquaculture, and livestock purchases. Hopefully you guys are seeing what I think you're seeing. If not, I'm just going to go fix this online. Seahorse.org and began working with blue stripe pipefish, breeding and raising seahorses following soon after. Since then, she's successfully kept more than a dozen species of synaphids along with many other unique and exotic fish. Coral Magazine and Reefs.com and many other publications feature Felicia's work as a photojournalist, and her social media presence includes running groups like Seahorse and Pipefish and Fish Doctors, Reef and Aquarium Health. She's all over the internet too, guys. She's on Instagram too. I'm sure we'll get to that. She can constantly. Okay, I just posted a new Wine Wednesday room in Seahorse Sources group. I will also try to post the to keep your Seahorse aquarium.
Thank you for having me. I'm a little nervous too, and this presentation is usually about an hour long, so I really had to cut it down. I'm going to try to post the link
into the. Felicia started us off talking about the everything's freezing on me, guys, and how it doesn't have to be that hard. Okay, can you hear it, Dylan? Can you hear the MACNA thing? But for now, I just wanted to show you some of the best clips. Maybe I'm just not hearing it.
So they're really prone to scratches and injuries, and they're always constantly touching stuff that might have bacteria or parasites all over it. Another big one is foods and feeding. That's what is also different about keeping seahorses. And the reason for all of this is because seahorses, unlike other fish and even mammals and other animals, they lack gut-associated lymphoid tissue, which is, in layman's terms, like the immune system of the gut. And that's what protects most animals from the bacteria on their food. And this is because seahorses evolved to eat live food. They keep everything extra clean all your surfaces, inside your pipes. A lot of people don't think about that.
I'm trying to join the room, guys, to get us back in. If you cannot hear the clip, I'm so sorry.
A lot of people like to keep macroalgae in their tank, and that can help reduce organics a little bit. And something else that's really important before and after each feeding. The big one here that I'm going to really focus on are the stinging corals and anemones. Please don't keep them with seahorses.
This is really getting old.
Here are some common misconceptions about seahorses.
Getting ridiculous. Sorry, everyone.
Small animals. Most of the seahorses that we find for sale in shops are babies, and they continue to grow throughout their life.
Okay.
So you need at minimum 30 gallons for one pair, and 30 gallons for a pair, you're still going to be doing a lot of cleaning. So ideally, you should have.
I'm trying to get into the room myself. I can see there's 5 people in there. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what's going on.
Seahorses
I'm so
need
sorry.
flow. No, they don't. This is really, really important.
All right, last play of the little.
A lot of people think that this 74 degrees number that we always say, they think it's some arbitrary number that we made up. I don't know. And they say, oh, well, 75 degrees is probably fine. The 74 degrees is the magic number. The behavior of Vibrio bacteria changes at these different temperature levels. But you can see how the prevalence of the cholera follows the heat. And cholera is a species of Vibrio, very similar to the species of Vibrio that infect seahorses and also some that infect corals. And they all kind of share this similar attribute where they are more virulent at these specific temperatures. Common ailments. Vibrio, that's the bacteria, that's the bad one. Mycobacteria is also a bad one. That's usually something you're going to see in like farms where you have a lot of seahorses in a small area. Uronema is another bad one. Gas bubble disease is a common one, and that's usually caused by high organics. Weak SNC, that's usually gill ciliates or a vitamin E deficiency. I always have these medications on hand at my house right now. It's actually pretty simple. I use like Rubbermaid tubs instead of tanks for these. That way I don't have to have a glass tank sitting around. Kelly sent me some seahorses a few years ago, and these were the babies they had. I highly recommend these books. These are all good books. We got to get Fuse Jaw.
I know why. All right, guys. Okay, so here's the deal.